Hey, hopefully you guys can hear me. And hopefully this camera stays on. I'm gonna lean back as far as I can. I don't know what the feed's gonna be like. Yeah, that'll be right. So yes. So welcome. This is a bit of an introduction video sort of thing to what I'm going to be doing. And obviously that's fishing on a kayak mostly. Yeah, sit back, enjoy, and let's get to it. So what I'll be using today, all's gone. TN60, the life jacket just come undone. Forgot to zip it up. There we go. So TN60, and that little thing there, I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, let's catch some fish, shall we? Hope it's recording. If it ain't, then I will. So yeah, I'll cast out the TN60 first, and then we'll chuck that one out. What we're going to be doing is trolling. So if you don't know what that is, that's just getting on a boat, or in this case a kayak, passing out behind you and paddle along. Hopefully you don't get snagged. Yeah, sorry for the view. I will be getting a head mount soon, hopefully, for this GoPro. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, sit back and enjoy, and I'll explain exactly what this channel is going to be about. So I'm just getting the right length for my purple lure. A second. So really, I don't really need to paddle because there's a bit of a current today. Should really say where I'm at. Already on. That didn't take long at all. What is it gonna be today? Oh, yellow belly. Oh. Feisty. I'm on that. Where's my net? Oh, come here, big boy. TN60 in the tank, not even 5 minutes, I don't think. Oh, he's a big boy. I would put him in my net, but I can't get to it right now. Oh yeah, that's a big one. Hopefully you can see that. So, it wants to face that way for some unknown reason. But yeah, little TN60, and my fingers wrapped around the leader. Got a bit of slag. Is it gonna rain? On my language. I'll probably cut that out anyway. Yeah, not bad. Not bad little yellow belly. Did not take long at all. Yeah. Beautiful yellow. So what I'll be doing is catching and releasing these guys. Show you how effective this style of fishing is. I'll also experiment. Oh, big splash. Hopefully the camera's all dry. Yeah, so I'll also be experimenting with other fishing styles. Let's cast this back out. Yeah, if you have any comments or suggestions, let me know. And yeah, also want to be experimenting with new unheard of ideas of fishing, if you have any. That's a good cast. because you probably didn't see that. Once I get my head mount, you'll see everything that I'm looking at. But for now, yeah, that was a good first fish of the day. Normally I take a photo, but seeing that I got the camera, I got video evidence, so yeah, yes. So yeah, it's a pretty easy style of fishing. What was I saying before that happened? Oh yeah, where we are is Storm King Dam, Queensland, in the Granite Belt. Obviously I'm Australian, if you are from overseas. I probably will add in dialogue later on when I'm editing, but if I do or don't, depends what I feel like, I guess. That's the other thing I probably should touch on. Editing. So I'm all, as you could probably tell, I'm all new to this whole YouTubing thing. Like, I only got this GoPro last week, so yeah, pretty new. So yeah, it'd be great if you could support the channel. And yeah, I'm not much of a talker, so I'm struggling with words here. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get a yellow belly here because normally there's like heaps of people along here and the fish. Oh, work the camera then. Normally there's heaps of people around here. I'm just out the main bit. But today there's absolutely no one, which is really weird. I do also have a full-time job, I should mention, so my videos may be few and far between, which is a bit of a bummer. But once I start earning a bit of money off of YouTube, I'll really consider making more videos more frequently, yeah. But for now, it'll just be the odd video here and there if you're down for it. Always up for a chat. What I have planned for the future is really like future fishing trips. So day trips, obviously, whatever my camera and SD card can hold. Really depends on that. I got a fair few spare batteries if I need it, but SD cards at the moment I'm struggling to find the right one. Because Stanthorpe doesn't always have a lot of options. Yeah. And then, as you saw, we caught a yellow belly earlier. Beautiful colour too, but yeah, I'll leave a counter in one of the corners on my videos for them because I'll never be able to keep count. Yeah. Another tip from when you're trolling, every now and then just give your little bit of a tug. Feel that it's actually swimming still and not caught up on boatload of weed, that sort of thing. But if your lure's spinning, moving like that, moving your rod tip like that, you know it's swimming just fine. So yeah. Got out a bite then. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep paddling, and yeah, we'll see if we can catch any more in the next few hours. Although, it depends on the rain too. If it starts raining, I'll probably call it there, honestly. Those clouds are starting to build up. Because with lures, you probably know, you're trying to trick the fish into biting, and if it's too close to the kayak, it reduces the chance of the fish actually taking it. But if it's further enough out, which you'll see my... Oh, is that why I'm slowing down? My net fell in the water. That's why I'm hardly going nowhere. For some reason I clipped it on one of the back D's. So yeah, there's that. That's why I couldn't get it earlier, but yeah, that's my net. I'm just gonna leave it unclipped. Now we're moving. Now I won't even need to paddle hardly. Coming back's gonna be the hard part. I'm not looking forward to that. I nearly So I probably should say I'm really new to the lure thing, so yeah, so it's more of a learning experience for me as well as you guys, so hopefully we all can learn together. You know, offer each other advice, opinions, that sort of stuff. The idea is I will be wanting to get a Discord up and running eventually once I work it out. I'm not real tech savvy in the whole... I'm flipping my all around. Oh, that was me. Not real tech savvy with the whole... What is it? Social-esque stuff. Other form of digital stuff I just know. Yeah, a bit more about myself. Sorry, I should have introduced myself from the start. You guys can just call me Pat. That's what everyone calls me. Yeah. Reason why I chose my name, well, for the channel. Originally I was going to call it Get Hooked, but I did a bit of research and I didn't really like it after that. So I changed it to what it is now. Yeah. So when you're trolling, you don't want to be too close. I'm a bit far out actually. I'm about the same distance to where I was when I caught that yellow belly. I don't really want to be this far out half the time. And with future videos as well, I'll try to get some friends along every now and then, just so it's not just me rambling on. A bit more paddling. Yeah. Another reason why I want to get into YouTube too is about good. Another reason why I want to get into YouTube is because of I was taking photos of every single fish I caught, and like it became a bit annoying after a little while. And my hatch, I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, you probably can't see it, but the hatch in my kayak, the one closest to me, it doesn't have a lock mechanism, it broke. So eventually I will buy a new kayak, but that might be in the future. Way in the future, when I can afford to. But now me and now you guys are stuck looking at this thing, I guess. Yeah, so like I said, it's an introductory video. Not every video is going to be with me chatting the whole time like now, like what this one is. It's really more to let you guys know what this channel's going to be about. I've worked out a really good technique for trolling, so I would like to share it with all of you who don't know how to troll, or if you are struggling with lures off the shore or in any other way, try trolling out. You get fish every single time you get on the water that way. You're guaranteed 100% to get at least one, like you saw when I first got on the water, actually. Someone's doing donuts, by the sound of it. Yeah. Yeah. At this stage I got a week off, so I was really doing donuts. You could probably, if I lean this way, you could probably see all the dust over there. Someone's just tearing up the dirt roads over there. And do be prepared, I do talk to myself a lot, so just stuff like paddling or... Oh, it's back again. Paddling or stuff like that. Yeah. Yum yum. Some people just love burning out, don't they? Yeah. That's pretty much the gist of it, I guess, but I'm gonna keep talking anyway. Yeah, it's a pretty hot day to what I'm recording this video. It's a really hot day actually, but I've come in the afternoon-ish, like after 12-ish. Only because of my SIM card limitations. Otherwise I would have came out here at like 8 o'clock. And I would have went all the way up there, if you can see that. And back. Like a week or two ago now, I did exactly that, and I caught like over 15 fish there and back. So it was a good day that day. It took me a few hours though to paddle all the way up there at the pace I'm going. And really, all you need to be, you don't even need to paddle that fast to get your lures going like they are. We're coming up to a good little spot over here now. I caught, how many fish did I catch that day? Probably nearly 10 fish in 2 or 3 hours, just over in this little area here. I don't know if you could see me pointing, but I'll just point again. Over in there, there's a little thingamajig. You'll see in a minute anyway, I'll go in there. So far, I've just shown you the basics of this style of fishing, if you're not familiar with it. What really is a bit tricky is going around corners or turning around and that. Because at the moment I've got 2 lines out, one on that side, one on that side. So you gotta really watch when you turn it around, or that the lures don't get snagged or anything, or they don't get tangled up. I haven't had a tangle up from turning around, but I've always been pretty careful doing it. 'Cause you don't want to do really like 360 turn, sharp turn thing if you can help it. Gonna try. And it's always good to experiment with different kinds of speeds as well. Yep. So going around this corner here, like yeah, I am coming in relatively close, but I wouldn't go any closer than this. Really. I mean, if I could, I would. But at the same time, all that reed you would have seen back there and probably coming into view now. Obviously is not good for your lure. See how the rod tips are moving like that? That's not fish, they're coming across weedy bits. So I'll fix them up in a minute. Oh, do it now actually. And as you wind these in, it's gonna want to pull your kayak toward it. So just be aware of that. It's not too much of a big deal really. And if you come across this predicament, just swap the side that line's on. That's all I do to get the lead off. And then I don't even bother. That sounds... I don't like that. I really don't like the sound of that. Oh, sharp. I don't want to go this way. So, that's the only annoying thing about the current. It's going to want to push you everywhere. That's where a little anchor might come in. Just quickly drop it off and cast your lines at. I'm not going to bother because I'm just that good. Nah, I'm just lazy. I don't want to unwrap it yet. So with my TN60, it's more likely to snag up. So it goes in the deeper side. Pretty good cast. Just checking them out there. And then this, just flick it on the back of you. hopefully I can land a fish with that rod as it is. I didn't like the sound of that reel at all. So, that line, you shouldn't need to pull out any thingamajigs. This one, I always do a couple of them. There we go. The lures are working. That'll probably be about enough line. That one, once I get my headset, my head mount thing from the GoPro, you'll see a lot better what I'm looking at. Oh shit, there goes my hat. Mind my language, I'll probably bleep that out. And then there's the whole language thing. I'm gonna try to avoid the whole foul language thing on this channel. Only because I want to attract all audience ages, big and small. Because fishing is a good pastime, in my personal opinion. No, my net's not doing that. It just feels like I'm paddling against drag. So yeah, there's that, and I really would like people from all ages to be able to view my content. Like, I might let the odd F or B bomb, F or C bomb out every now and then, but I'll be sure to bleep it out. But yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to watch it. So yeah, this is a little good spot. One day, 2 weeks ago I think, me and my sibling, she wanted to sunbake that day. It was a good, nice sunny day, unlike today. She wanted to sunbake, so I brought her out. I got in my kayak and I just did laps around this area here. Went to the buoys sort of thing and come back and did more laps. I'll do one lap of that, just so you know what I'm talking about. That end, I don't want to go too far, as if it does start raining. But yeah. So, well, I should probably mention, while I'm moving along, I'm keeping an eye on my rod tips, because A, if you get fish on, you want to be able to get it as soon as you can. Because, as you probably saw with that first fish, it's hard to pull out when it's being tugged up against the rod holder. And B, I don't want to lose it if it happens. Another thing I look at the rod tips for is, like you would have sawn earlier while we were just coming around that bend, weed. You really want to avoid weed or snags. You'll definitely know when you snagged it. Like, there's a pretty decent snag out over in a little bit further on down in here. Like, not straight of us because we're going toward the bank. But like, I don't know if you can see me pointing, but yeah, we'll probably come across it. I hope not, but I'll point it out anyway. Once you know where your snags are, you'll be right, I think. Like, you'll try to avoid them. It's pretty hard to though, especially like with the amount of line I got out on the TN60. It's more likely to snag up than my little baby lure, but yeah. Hopefully I catch something through here. I haven't caught nothing but that one fish. Oh well, we're here for a few hours, so ish. So down you go. That'll be right. So what I'm gonna do is, this is not the TN60, this one is. I've just tangled it up already. Oh, so what I'm gonna do is this. Hopefully. Yeah, it's definitely Oh, I thought there was a heap of weed on it, the way it was going. Still swimming just fine though. Let that anchor do its work. Because we moved a fair bit, I am gonna wind, oh shit, this in. Oh yeah, that's just from the kayak, don't worry about that. I don't think you saw it anyway. At least there's a buoy. Yep, sorry for that F-bomb, guys. Good thing there's a buoy on it. Where did that come undone? When did that come loose? Who'd know? Honestly, who would know? That anchor cost me like 60 bucks too. So yeah, my main two rods are bait casters, as you would have seen, but you can use spinner rods or anything like that really. It's a preference thing. Like bait casters, I've always wanted to catch fish on them. They've been real good at it. I'll leave that on, actually, because it's a good anchor point for the anchor. Having an anchor on your kayak is really handy for situations like that. Now, times like this, I probably should drop the anchor, and I'm not. Having a snack break. So handy having that bloody anchor, I love it. There we go. We'll just recast that because, yeah. Should I cast that one first? Probably not. It's more likely to snag actually. I'll cast this one first. Probably should show you guys. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's the little lure I'm using. I don't know if that's focusing, but yeah, a little lure like that. Vibenor or something. Anyway, I've caught a fair few yellow belly on this lure, and also I've caught silver perch on it, surprisingly, which I'm going to be hoping for today. It might be a bit too cold for fish today. Hope not. It's a pretty nice day. I probably should use a spinner setup for this lure, seeing how light it is. For trolling, it's okay. It's okay for trolling. Should warn you guys in advance too. Be a whole. Oh man, that current's strong. It's even pulling the anchor, I think. And my lungs are crossed. Of course they are. Hold on. Really breaking in the anchor. I got it last week too, the same day I got my GoPro. Oh, we're moving now. Why did I unclip that? That's a habit I need to get out of. Quick. The only issue I think I'll come across with hooking it up there is when I do catch a fish and the treble or whatever hooks on it is gonna get caught up with it. I'm trying to get as much of that out of the water as I can. Just drag. And if I need to pull in lures and that, I don't want it getting in the way. So, as you see, that anchor, we'll go back to where we sort of were. You can probably see we moved a fair bit since pulling the anchor out. I'm just going to paddle a bit until I pull straight out. And in here is really bad for weed and snag and that. Not really this side's more rocky. But as you go down in there and across, it's pretty bad for weedies. So I tend to keep it pretty low. Yeah, that's just swimming. Just keep swimming. If you haven't already guessed, I'm a bit of a dork at times, so I hope you guys can be okay with that. Oh, look at that water, nice and calm, not choppy. so peaceful. So that snag I was talking about earlier, I don't know if you can see it, but that stick there, a little bit in front of it, I think, like a couple of meters in front of it, there's a downed tree or submerged tree or something. Really annoying, especially with the TN60. That one's swimming okay. Every now and then I'll just check my rods. So now, probably wondering, Pat, how are you going to get around this? Simple. Take a slow turn. Really also depends on how much line you got out too. So you can't see this, but I got a fair bit of line, so I got it's just weed. I'm gonna have to check that in a minute. Yeah, I am gonna check that there. Anyway, we're past the sticks, so what I'm gonna do here is just turn. And we're snagged. Oh no, we're not. But we were. Yeah, so I'm just waiting to get past the stick. Because all up along that shoreline is weed infested. And it's over in that section there is where the spad snag is. At least when you're in a kayak. There's people over there, so I'm gonna lower my voice. Hopefully you can hear me. Actually, I'll shut up for a bit. Still catch a fish on it. Bring you out that way. Get paddling, one cast the other one yet. Because you will probably get snagged. And you're going to hear that word a lot on this channel. Just the term snag. It's good casting lure, I love it. I will be experimenting with other lures as well. That looked like a few little bites then. Same as that. Oh, Stephen!